Um, I'm gonna make this quick. I'm not gonna try to be too long about what's what. I was in a couple of live streams, and I would do the whole, shout out to the replay gang, and all that regular stuff that I do. And I thought about the perception of it. I'm not trying to present myself in such a way. Not trying to put anybody in any awkward position. Um, I do understand, I guess, where people come from. You don't want to give out a certain perception as it pertains to, what it is to do. Words matter, and the reason I say this because I would always say shout out to the replay gang. And, some people say, oh, replay crew, shout out replay crew. So, I thought to myself, there's something behind that because everybody doesn't want to associate with that. And sometimes you have to be clear with whatever message that you're putting out there. And you have to be mindful, hey, you know what? I don't want to have a certain negative connotation, or I want to be responsible with the image, the words, the message that I put out there. And I'm always cognizant of that. And I try to be mindful and respectful of, what it is that I'm saying when I'm saying it. Long story short, I'm gonna change it from, the replay gang to the replay crew. So, shout out to the replay crew. You know what it is. It's not about the one, but it is about the three and the two. So we are the crew. And it's not a big deal to me to have to make a change and just understand perception and how you present yourself to the world, to people. If there's any kids, or if anything ever does go viral, or if you do ever get a certain amount of attention, you pay attention to how you present yourself, how things are presented. And I always stress that. I try to stress that. You got to be responsible with this platform, with the images and the things that we do and the stuff that we want out there. So I am responsible with my image, what I say to people, how I talk to people, how I express myself, how I allow myself to be talked to, the situations that I put people in, or be it fairly or unfairly, and the comfortability with things like that. So I do make certain tweaks and changes. This is just to let it be known that uh, I listen to the people, I listen to the audience, even though my audience is not vast, not big, not great. When somebody is saying something, when somebody has a criticism, usually when somebody has something that's making them feel uncomfortable, and it's a change and a tweak is something that needs to be made. Now you make those tweaks, you listen to the people, you pay attention to your audience, because the audience matters. Even if it's two or three people, even if it's zero people, you do want to have things that have replay value, to them. You do want to be mindful to how it affects different audiences. So I am cognizant of that. I think about these things. I look at this stuff. It matters to me. It is of importance to how I present myself to the world, be it online, be it offline, wherever it may come from. Getting all these alerts and stuff like that. They got some games, Knicks versus the Celtics. Let's go Knicks. But anyway, I think you get the point and where I'm coming from. Not that it's the biggest issue, but it's like something from Confucius. It says you treat the small problems with great importance, and you treat the big problems with the least of importance, because you have situations that could become something bigger that you try to deal with and prevent from becoming bigger issues or a problem before. And things, once they get out of control, like a hurricane, or some event, some wars, there's not much you can really do about it once it becomes this large scale thing. So you just look at it and see it for what it is. And I try to see things for what they are. And I try to pay attention to the audience, even if it's a small tweak, even if it's subtle things that need to be, worked on and really addressed, because it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to listen. It doesn't hurt to pay attention. And I want it to be known that I pay attention. I want it to be known that I do hear you, for the the brief periods of time that we do interact with each other and we talk, or whatever the case may be. Even with the standpoint of my live streams not being too long, that was one of the things I listened to. You folks, when you told me the audience, don't do these hour, 2 hour, 3 hour live streams, because sometimes you can ramble on and you can talk and not have anything to say. So the audience is key. Sometimes people, they want a shorter live stream. Sometimes people got things to do. You respect the audience and the fact that maybe you got another video you want to watch. Maybe you got another channel that's more exciting, more engaging, more entertaining, whatever that is. So I don't want to take up too much of your time. But yeah, this is because the name changes because I don't want to have anything that is uncomfortable or sends the wrong message. As far as any gang, affiliations or, words and stuff of that nature or whatnot. I had to think about that. Sometimes it comes off as something innocent and you don't know. So yeah, it's no more replay gang. I'll just say replay crew. Shout out to the replay crew. I still want you to do what you do. I still want you to replay it back, rewatch it, reshare it, share it, comment, not like it, whatever way it touches you, you know and I just go from there. I try to make things simple, not complicated. And if there's any other changes and things that you may see that I should do, or any suggestions that you have, about my live streams, my content, feel free. Don't be afraid to speak up and say whatever it is, because I do take constructive criticism. I've learned how to do that over the years. It's not something that I'm afraid of. It's not something that I shy from. I embrace it. I lean into it. And this is just one of the small tweaks, one of the small things that, you say, okay, you know what, listen to your audience. And I encourage anybody out there, no matter how big your audience is or how small it is, listen to the people with the comments, with the criticism, with the engagement. It'll teach you something. You can learn a lot from paying attention to what people have to say about the content and the things that you may put out there, because you never know. You never know where it's going to take you. You never know what's going to happen. You never know how it's going to transpire. And with that being said, I don't think I need to stay on here too much longer. Shout out to the replay crew. Shout out to the people that do what they do. I see you on the flip side. I definitely am appreciative to everybody, as always, that come and support. Definitely, I will try to be back next Wednesday for another live stream. You'll see me drop another little video, shorts, or whatever here and there. And like I said, just let me know what you think. Throw any comments in the chat. You know, and that's that. Thank you.